What's up, everybody? It's Concrete Zebra with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to make melodies out of chord progressions. What's up, everybody? Concrete Zebra here with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Today we're going to be going over how to make melodies out of chord progressions. Making melodies is something that is, can be a little daunting when you're first starting out, especially if you don't play an instrument and you're trying to reverse engineer melody creation and music making period from a type of music theory background. But the good news is it's totally doable and it's not really that hard. So first things first, our Papo freaks all the honeys, and I'm gonna find let's start with a piano. Make this easy, right? So I'll grab this dude right here. Bum bum. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, alright, so yeah, if we're having trouble making melodies, I'm just going to assume that we don't play, and we'll just go ahead and make a chord progression starting out. So we'll just make a simple, let's see here. Alright, crazy. Alright, yeah, this is a quick chord progression. I'm not like doing anything genre specific, just something that's easy to for y'all to kind of see. You can do this method with any genre type of chord. So if you're making like repetitive 1/4 trap chords, or you're doing an R&B walk down or something, no matter what, you can still use this method. Now so all right, boom, you got your chord progression. Alright, so it's, the chord progression is doing what it's supposed to. It's the backbone of the song. It's just rolling along, taking you from point A to point B. Now we'll go ahead and get us some type of leading melodic tone. What can I grab? Oh, so much shit, I'm freaking out. Alright, let's make this easy. So many sounds, man. I'm freaking out. Try with pluck. So now we got our melodic instrument that we'll fuck with. All right, so we'll take, for this, make this easy, we'll change the color of this to yellow, right? If you go ahead and you open up, where is it? This guy right here, track list. You can then create another region. Just double click on the space and Open that up, but we don't want to be able to draw on that. Now you'll see the notes in the back, all ghost noted out. I think FL Studio made that pretty popular. And what you can do is you just go ahead and set yourself up on eighth notes and just go ahead and click in 16 notes, right? And what you do, this is the first method. I'll show you a couple. This is just gonna deal with playing the tones that are in the chord, right? So, and it just involves listening and figuring out what you like. So once you have this going on, you just listen to it. Okay, so say I want to hear a variation, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here, right? All right, so there's a melody that goes with the chords. If you wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, you could go here with each so you get your melody to move a little more now. As long as you stay, within the realm of these notes, you're always going to have a melody that sounds pleasing. It might not be avant-garde or crazy expressive, but it's always going to be good musically. And then when you're experimenting with this, especially if you don't play, you want to kind of pay attention to what sound and what feeling you get from going to note and kind of just start to build a database in your mind of that, and it'll as you go along making music, making melodies will be a lot easier because you'll have a reference to go back to. Now, to get this to sound a lot less basic, you can go into doing a couple of things. You could change the rhythm of it, and you can also start going outside the chord. You don't have to just play notes that are inside the chord, so you'll come up with different textures when you do that. You hear how that's a little bit more tense, and this one is more it just connects a little bit better as opposed to this one. But that's not a bad thing. That gives you more of like a rushed, hurried, almost frantic type of feeling. So if you were to add notes like that into the melody, you get something a little bit more expressive, a little bit edgier. And then you could go ahead and just play with the rhythm as well. And then, after you find something that you want to work with, you can just shift up and, go to a different octave with it. So say, all right. So say we like that. We're gonna keep that. To go ahead and make maybe make like a lead line or a counter melody or something like that. I don't know. All right, we'll just get some strings. These guys here. All right, so another cool trick is to to add a little bit of complexity to what you're doing. You could take the just the top notes of your melody and go and start with these, right? Let's see. I'm gonna go here. Try this. And then when you go from your top note to a note that isn't in the chord, you get another cool feeling. All right, and then you just flick through your sounds or do your sound design or however you want to attack it. But pretty much those few basic little things will help you make a melody real quick, depending on whatever kind of chords you have. And it's just don't be afraid to to experiment and just move the notes around. I mean, it's just it's your project inside of Studio One. Nobody's gonna hear it until you bounce it down and you say, all right, I like this, and I want you to hear it. So yeah, go ahead, knock your chords out. Use this simple trick to be able to switch in between, the different notes. You can see what you do, highlight and press shift up or down to change your octaves. Get to know your VSTs. It's especially if you're one of these guys that just goes and cracks a gajillion VSTs. Like, pick one and scroll through all the presets and get to know it, so that way, because what's eventually going to happen once you make enough beats is your mind's going to start calling for different sounds, and the faster you can find them, the better you're going to be at making beats, man. So after all that, what makes this doing stuff like this is just, remember the mantra: keep it simple, don't be basic. Add something, put portamento on this. Go for different instruments, put filters, and just have fun and express yourself, man. This is Concrete Zebra with Craftmaster Productions, and we'll see you on the next one.